guys, it's QUADNATION 929 back to you with another video. Today we'll be doing an oil change on a 2018 Yamaha Raptor. As you can see, I went with the Yamalube 10W40 and the OEM oil filter. Also, many of you probably clicked on this video after seeing the thumbnail, which said something along the lines of what everyone misses, and that is the crush washers. Crush washers are designed to crush when you reinsert the drain plug, which creates a great seal to prevent the oil from bypassing the oil plug. I'm not sure if a lot of folks that make these videos are putting them on the Quad new and they're just not mentioning it in the videos, or if they're just reusing the old crush washers. Either way, Yamaha recommends that you replace the crush washers after every use. Once they're crushed and you reinsert the drain plug, you're not going to have a good seal and oil will bypass the plug. Also, what no one shows is that screw there will need to be loosened at the completion of the oil change, and that is to ensure that there is adequate oil pressure at the top of the head, and if there is, oil will seep between the screw flange and the head, indicating that there is adequate oil pressure and lubrication at the top of the head. So once that is confirmed, we will retighten the screw and the oil change will be complete. First, start off by warming up your engine so that way the oil will flow more easily. Alright, nice and warm now. Alright, you'll begin by removing the drain bolt from the motor. That can be done with a 22mm socket. Next, you're going to remove the drain plug from here, which is a 12mm. Once the oil has finished draining out of the bottom of the motor, you will loosen the drain plug on the oil filter and also drain this oil out. While that is draining, you can loosen this one up here, so that way you can allow more air into the engine block, which will help those other areas to drain faster. Once that has finished draining, go ahead and remove the other two remaining bolts. Now, something you want to be sure and check on is to ensure these gaskets have been removed out as well with the filter. If for whatever reason the gasket separates from the filter and remains in the housing of your motor, when you insert your new filter, it's not going to have a good seal and you're going to have all sorts of problems. Also, make sure this gasket is still on that one. With a clean rag or paper towel, go ahead and clean out the excess oil in the housing there. Alright, once the gaskets have been oiled, you can reinsert it into the motor. Also, ensure that the O-ring is intact at the drain plug and the O-ring is intact on the housing cover. Go ahead and reinsert the screws. Alright, once all screws are snug, then you can torque them to the recommended specs. Alright, this is the step that many folks fail to mention in their videos. During each and every oil change, the crush washer, which is at the base of this drain plug, needs to be replaced at every oil change. The reason it needs to be replaced is once it's crushed, it may or may not create a good seal when it's reinserted onto the block of the engine. So therefore, we take no chances and you put a new one on. Now Yamaha said that the ridge goes toward the engine block. There's a flat side and a side that has a ridge. They say the ridge goes to the engine block. So with that being said, I'm going to remove this old one. Okay. That flat side was at the head of the screw, and the ridge side was toward the engine block. So therefore, just as Yamaha said, the side with the ridge will be facing up, and the flat side will be at the base of the drain plug. So just like that. Alright, now that we have the crush washer on the drain plug, we'll go ahead and reinsert it into the engine block. At this point, we'll go ahead and reinsert the drain plug into the bottom of the oil tank. Alright, when we retighten these to spec, you're going to use a 3/16 Allen wrench and you're going to torque them to 7.4 pounds. If you don't have a torque wrench, don't over tighten because you will strip the aluminum. Best way to tighten these is stay at the base of this wrench and pretty much as tight as you can tighten it at the base is probably going to be 7.4 pounds of torque. Alright, according to my manual, you'll tighten the drain plug on the crankcase to 17 pounds of torque. The oil tank bolt, as per my manual, is to be torqued to 14 pounds of torque. Alright, go ahead and insert some oil into the crankcase. just go ahead and put 1 quart in the engine crankcase and 1 quart in the oil tank. Go ahead and tighten the crankcase filler cap. Again, this is aluminum, so you want to be careful. Alright, so this is another step that nobody shows. But you want to go ahead and pop that loose real quick. Once you loosen that and you fire up the engine, you'll determine if the oil is coming to the top of the head, because it'll start seeping out. Alright, as you guys seen, oil came to the top of the head, so this is good. Just retighten it. Once you've wiped your dipstick clean, you'll check the level of the oil to see if it's adequate by simply placing it on top of the oil tank. Do not screw it in, and in this case it is halfway up the dipstick, so this is good. This does complete the oil change. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you are new to this channel, please help support me by subscribing. And to all my current subscribers, thank you for your support. Also, I got some more how-to videos coming up. Also got some really cool races coming up. The next race will be a Razor 1000 versus this Yamaha Raptor. Hopefully the Yamaha Raptor takes the win. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, you may want to subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on those videos. And as always, this is QUADNATION 929. I'm out.